My name is Nate Myers. I'm the Curator of Collections here at the Chandler Museum. I've been the Curator of Collections here at the Chandler Museum for over 10 years. It's really exciting to me to be one of the few people who gets to not only find out that history, but then share it with the community here at the museum. There's a lot of history here in Chandler, Arizona, and that history, a lot of it centers around the San Marcos Hotel in downtown Chandler. Dr. Alexander Chandler founded the town of Chandler in 1912, and the San Marcos Hotel opened up at the center of the community 1 year later. Dr. Chandler was an excellent salesman. He really sold the San Marcos. He sold the weather around the San Marcos. He sold the views. The hotel had electricity in every room, which was a big deal in 1913. It had a telephone line in every room. And he promoted the fact that you could sit in your hotel room here in Chandler in the middle of the winter and call your friend in New York City and brag to them about what great weather you were having while they were getting snowed on and freezing. When you arrived, you were greeted by bellhops who would put your suitcases on bicycles and ride them off to your guest quarters. You would stay in your guest quarters for weeks at a time. You'd rent it out for the season, and you'd have a whole package of activities and dining options that you'd buy for the season. Or you could go play golf on the first grass golf course in the state of Arizona. The rich and famous from across the United States would spend their winters here in Chandler at the San Marcos. Flipping back through the archives of the hotel, which we hold here at the museum, you'll find guest cards from people like Jimmy Stewart, Errol Flynn, who honeymooned at the San Marcos with his wife Nora Eddington, Herbert Hoover, the president, wealthy industrialists, and names that we'd recognize today like Coors and Pabst, as well as the designer Christian Dior would spend their winters here. Without the San Marcos Hotel, I don't think Chandler wouldn't be the community it is today. It may never have been founded in the first place. The idea that Dr. Chandler had for Chandler, for his town, was that it would be modeled after Pasadena, California, which was a resort town surrounded by industrial agriculture. And the San Marcos was at the center of that plan for Chandler. The San Marcos today reflects its history. You walk into the lobby and a lot of the original features of the lobby are still there. The desk is where it was, the fireplace is where it was, the grand staircase, the pillars are all part of the original design. If you want to visit the San Marcos, it's at One San Marcos Place in downtown Chandler. You can visit them at sanmarcosresort.com. To learn more about Chandler's history in general, visit the Chandler Museum at 300 South Chandler Village Drive or at chandlermuseum.org.